to the 8672 podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Wise.
Alright.
Yo, first episode, 8672. Take a moment of silence for my daughter, Maisha, who passed in a car crash October 2020.
Alright. 10 seconds, starting now. Alright. Rest in peace, Maisha. We love you. Alright. So, where you want? I'll start out letting y'all know. So we are actual brothers, blood brothers. That's my older brother.
Facts.
14-year gap. So, we just gonna be on here.
Now you trying to state my age?
Huh?
And all that?
Nah, I'm just saying we got a 14-year gap. You the old head of this group.
Definitely.
So we just gonna be kicking it, talking about what we want to talk about from our perspective. Y'all gonna have some interesting combos on here because we have different point of views.
Question.
Yeah. So what you want to talk about first today?
We could talk about starting off with the inauguration.
Okay.
You know, and it was a little lackluster, but then you had Trump actually stole the show of that too.
Yeah.
With the way he left and the pardons he gave out.
Yeah.
Now everybody wanted to harp on Lil Wayne and Kodak Black and all of them guys, but the one pardon that I kind of felt felt good about was Kwame Kilpatrick finally got his just due, I feel.
Okay.
You know, the young man, he was a young man in Detroit, and, you know, they sentenced him behind politics, saying that he was doing some illegal stuff, which we know most politicians do, but, you know, they locked him up, but Trump pardoned him, and that's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, the part is, I'm kind of torn with those. Like, I like that you got people, like, he is letting people, freeing people from behind bars. That part I like. The motive behind it, which we can't get too caught up in the motive because the action is still the action, but I think the motive behind it is to kind of, like, be like, all right, I'm helping you out, so, like, I'm here for you, but your actions, it's like when somebody say, like, your smile and your handshake ain't matching.
Right.
That's the vibe that I get from Trump. When it is, I think his actions show that. It's just like, you like, yeah, I'm helping you out, but in the same way that I'm clapping up and helping you out, I'm looking over here at my man setting you up at the same time.
No, that's facts. He got paid by a lot of people, but I read a part of the letter from Kwame Kilpatrick, and I was like, yo, Trump's ego is crazy, because he basically sued his ego. But one thing that was said, Kwame had asked Obama to do it, and Obama disregarded him. Mm-hmm. And the letter he wrote to Trump was crazy. You got to read the excerpts of the letter and all that, and you see Trump just acts different, and he's right. He's not a politician. You know what I mean? So he's a funny dude. He just moved different. You know what I mean?
And I think that was part of the attraction to him. It was just like you saw a non-politician win in politics, and it was like for some people that was appealing. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh yeah, he just speak what's on his mind and he keep it real. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, and I give it to him. He did keep it real. He kept it so real that we about to have a civil war out here. And that's how real he kept it. I mean, and what I will say, out of appreciation for him, I appreciate him for making these people come out. Like, as far as like, because you got all of these people always felt this way, but they never had anybody that made them feel empowered enough to say that. Or, like, to be like, some of these actions, yeah, they was definitely comfortable. Because it made them forget that they could get their ass whooped.
He was straight comedy to me. You know, I watch sports most of the time.
Yeah.
He was comedy every time he spoke. From coronavirus, when he said it came from China, it's the China flu.
He said that in his part in speech too.
He bugged out. He bugged out. He's funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I used to watch him, and people would be pissed. Yo, you watching him for what? Comedy, man. He's straight comedy, and that's all it is. He's not a politician. He lying to us sometimes, but a lot of times
I think
he was too
lying
dumb.
most of the time.
But I'm saying he was too dumb to know when to lie and when to tell the truth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's full of himself. I mean, like it's like
What politician you know when it came out and said it came from China to China?
nobody. He not, like you say, he's not a politician. We saw a non-politician win in politics.
Facts.
Now, like the crazy thing about it is, it's like yo, you watch him in the presidency, but with the way he carried the office, it make us look bad from a world standard though. So like from us, like looking at him, like you said, like he was pure comedy. But like people outside of the country be like, yo, they really voted for this dude to be the face of a nation. Like that's crazy. Like,
you got people ready to fight over this dude.
I understand that. Yeah, he like I said, that's the one thing I appreciate of his 4 years is he made them feel comfortable enough to where we always knew that was there. Like nobody was ever ignorant enough to be like, racists don't exist, or people who feel like the smaller people in society don't matter.
Right.
We always knew those people existed, but those people also never had the confidence because they felt like there was going to be consequences for acting that way. Like, you would have never had, without him in office, you would have never had what happened on January 6th. That was crazy.
That's true. But you got to look at now Biden going in there and you got to see the people coming through Mexico. Like, it's a party, yo. We get to go to America. We going to America for free.
Yeah, but what I say is, like, with the ironic thing is, and I won't say that I don't understand the whole illegal immigration thing like that. I know that that's an issue, but we can't act like when the majority of like the Mexican people come to this country, like they don't have work ethic and work hard. The majority of them, like and in a lot of cases, it speaks to like kind of the entitlement of this nation. You have people saying we don't want them in the country, but in a lot of cases they doing the jobs that we feel like we too big for.
Right.
Like it's like nobody wanna do that job, but you gonna knock the person down who's willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And at least they working. You know what I'm saying? At least they going out after they dreams. Like they coming out here, they trying to make money, they trying to save and do what they gotta do. Like I don't think that's cool to like knock somebody down for that, or in their case generalize them when
and make them seem like they all criminals.
Right, because that's done to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't like it when it's done to us. So like that's why.
No disrespect to Mexicans or no immigrants.
No, not at all.
Because we all immigrants, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
But, you know what I mean? It is crazy. I don't know, man. It's gonna be Trump got out of there, and we're gonna see what Joe Biden do. And I know we down here in Joe Biden country.
Where we are in Delaware.
But it's like the lesser of two evils. But then again, you don't know, because both of them signed crime bills that was crazy.
Yeah.
That affected us. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting. The next interesting 4 years, and then to see all these bills that Trump signed into effect that he's gonna overturn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is. And I will tell you, it was kind of crazy to see with that insurrection. You know what I mean? Because it was a part of that insurrection that reminded me of one of Redman's tapes when they was like, yeah, we out here in Newark, and they was like, you better get the fuck up out of here, because they told the reporters, we ain't commit no crime, this is our house. I was like, look at this shit. You know,
that joint look crazy, like with all of the Trump 2020 flags on the stairs and the balcony and all of that. But
they showed them walking through. When they showed them, like I think it was the New Yorker had the extra video of them walking in there. Like my man that tried to steal the podium. Yo, what you doing, homie? You know what I mean? What are you doing? For real. What you gonna do with the podium?
Well, when they was on the Senate floor and they were standing, They was tripping.
They was chilling in Pelosi's office with their feet up like, you don't know what the hell you taking.
So, writing notes on manila folders. Like, that joint is crazy. That's crazy. They was treating that joint like Baby's kids did Fun World. Like, Fun World! Fun World! Fun World! Yo, they was violent in there. Cats trying to climb the wall, falling down. Like,
it was crazy. But off that politics stuff, man.
But I gotta say though, I agree with you with like the Biden. We support Biden, but
speak for yourself. I voted.
No, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, we support Biden because to be honest, this election, like you said, it was the lesser of two evils. But I will give Biden, I'm gonna give him a chance to show and prove that he's gonna do something. He's gonna stick to his word, stick to his policies. The promises of providing more resources for the less fortunate, and for those folks who are on the other side of this, what I would say is he said today, talking about being a nation together, not seeing it as a Republican or a Democrat thing. Because I was telling people during the election process, when we had these discussions with folks who were on the other side, I didn't view this election as a political situation. It wasn't a political election for me. This election was about morals, right? So what I understand, why I really don't understand, but I hear folks that are I'm anti-socialism. Why, if I'm doing X, Y, Z, do I have to share and help support the less fortunate? Reason being is because there are, contrary to popular belief, most of the less fortunate are not out here looking for handouts, right? So there are people that are working hard that are in less than ideal situations, without any wrongdoing of their own. And when you talk about handouts, a lot of the doctrines that this country is governed by were written in a time when we weren't, as black people, as minorities, weren't in a position to receive the handouts that were handed out at the birth of this nation, right? So when you talk about things like the housing bill, or I might be misquoting what that bill was, but the premise behind it was that if you were a law-abiding citizen and you were given a certain amount of acres of land, right, hundreds of acres of land, at the beginning of this country. So when this was all just wide open land, you know what I'm saying? And when you have that you're able to pass that down from generation to generations, that's how you create generational wealth. This was done in a time when we were looked at as property.
Well, shit, all the thieves are the rich people right now.
Yeah.
They got generational wealth.
Yeah.
If you want to get this country together, get that other 1,400 out. And I'll tell you something, I ain't get my 600, but send that other 1,400 to those that got the six. You know what I mean? And you're doing something right out the gate. The first 100 days, baby, you'll be all right. You know what I mean? What up? Nah, I'm you know what I'm saying?
But land, you can't produce more land. We're not getting more land in the U.S. So if you growing up and your family got hundreds of acres of land, that's money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you got 100 acres of land,
that's a bargaining tool.
Yeah. If you look like us and we working that land, and we're getting rationed off, and then we get redlined and put into the poorest communities with lack of resources. You building sky rises with 30 to 40 people per floor. You talking about what would you say the average project building is, 12 or more floors?
About 10.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So you put that and you add 3 more buildings like that in a not even a mile radius of each other. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of people fighting over limited resources. So that's how you get crime and stuff like that in those areas. So in order to improve the country, we gotta help out the less fortunate, because not everybody is out here like, yo, give me a food stamp check, put me on welfare. If you got people that's really trying to do the right thing.
Take a food stamp. I remember when food stamps were table and you could buy them for cash.
Nah, it's a benefit. It's a good benefit. But what I'm saying is,
if you want to sell your food stamp card or whatever, I'll take it. I'm telling you, listen, I will take it. Wise will take it from 8632 podcast. I'll take it.
Word.
No,
but Joe, stick to your word, and we'll be straight, or we'll be well on our way to being straight. But like your man said, this is only the beginning. We probably gonna have to deal with this again in 4 years, but we're gonna enjoy it for right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. What else you got?
What's on the agenda? What we got? Sports?
Oh, I did want to ask you something.
What?
I did want to ask you something. So now I've been like, we got verses, right?
Right.
Right. So I wanted to ask you. We got the Shanti and Keisha Cole joint. That's the next one coming up, right? I'm not gonna front. I like them both, but it's not a versus battle that I'm particularly excited to see.
No, I think Keisha Cole. She really don't. Her catalog ain't as big as Ashanti's.
I think Ashanti just got mad.
And she got a mad hits though too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Keisha Cole is more on the struggle. Like they got struggle rap.
Yeah, struggle
R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She, you know, it is what it is.
She should have cheated and all of that.
Yeah.
Nah, well, like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna front.
I'm
gonna watch the verses.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm not gonna like when X and Snoop battled that verses. I was hyped for. I was hyped for Gucci and Jeezy. But what I wanted to ask you is, what's a versus battle that you want to see?
That I really want to see?
Yeah, cause I got one off the top that they gotta make happen. I feel like G-Unit versus Dipset gotta happen. And then I got a sleeper that I know nobody's thinking about that I think would be fire.
Well, you go ahead and give yours, cause
My
I gotta
sleeper?
think about it. You give me all the ones you're thinking about, cause I
Okay.
gotta think about it. I don't know about G-Unit and Dipset.
I think G-Unit and Dipset would be fire because both of them had 5 to 10 year runs where they was running like the group hip hop. Like you had from G-Unit, well, 50 is specifically responsible for ending Ja Rule's career, which was crazy because Ja Rule was
killing
huge. You know what I'm saying? And 50, it was like somebody slammed on the brake, threw the emergency brake on when you speeding. Like that's what it was like. Like you coming to an intersection, somebody pulled the emergency brake. Ja Rule's career was like once Wankster came out, it was over. I remember I was like, yo, I like Ja Rule. And I was like, I can't listen to Ja Rule music no more.
I wasn't really a Ja Rule fan like that. I liked a couple of songs and stuff like that. When 50 came out, and my man, he put me on all the mixtapes. You know what I mean? Young cat, he was like, yo, you gotta listen to G-Unit, boom, boom. So, I was going through it, but then when 50 hit, man, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And he was going at Ja relentlessly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, man, 50 don't win at everybody. So, you know what I mean? The whole G-Unit Dipset, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I would see that.
I don't know how I would either, but I think it would be a good battle. Like, cause 50 got hits for days.
Here's where age difference is gonna come into play.
What?
Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. We've been wanting that since I was growing up.
Yeah.
To see them go at it. You know.
I mean, I would watch it, but I wouldn't get excited about it as
because you ain't from that era.
Yeah.
But that right there would be a nice verse. That'll be a nice verse.
I don't know if they get views.
Yeah, these young dudes like this. Bibbidi busy.
No, not really. Not really. But young dudes, I feel like would know, like people today might know who Rakim is, but I don't know if anybody, if a lot more people would not know who Big Daddy Kane is.
Yeah, that's what
I know who he is.
Right.
But they did do Gladys Knight versus what's that Gladys Knight they did?
Yeah, Gladys Knight versus somebody. I ain't watched that.
Anita. That wasn't Anita.
No, it wasn't Anita. Baby.
I'm just like,
it was somebody.
That's my shit. You wildin'.
Listen, I like the music, but I'm not gonna watch them do verses. What they gonna do?
Crazy, man.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. You serious? They're like 70-some years old. You know what I mean? What they was doing on their verses?
I don't know.
Huh?
I know. I had the Easter egg. You know the Easter egg pantyhose.
Come on, Steve. Like this is what I'm saying. They was walking around with the shit you put on your waist. The waist trainers.
What they call them back in the day.
I don't know what they called them, but guess what? I wasn't watching that.
This was like football.
They the ones that had you sipping out that shit in the bathroom, not knowing what it was for. You know what I mean? Not knowing what it was for. That's their man. I ain't watching.
Oh, they could. Well, I'm sad about them because they could do Big Daddy Kane and Rakim because it would be
yeah, but they ain't as old as them.
Nah, no.
Come on, man.
But it'll be like a special audience for that though. Well,
I'll tell you one I would like.
What?
R. Kelly and Aaron Hall. Yo, R. Kelly stole Aaron Hall's style. For real. That's right. Let him out. Come on, man. He come in there with his chains on like he going to court. Listen, Aaron Hall, come on with your dogs. You know what I mean? And let's get it poppin'.
R. Kelly ain't doing no verses, man.
Jam.
Yeah.
Oh, jam. And then you got R. Kelly coming out there doing what he do. He trapped in the closet. You know what I mean?
Yo, Trapped in the Closet, when Trapped in the Closet came out, yo, that was the
Everybody
hottest thing.
some nonsense.
Yo, no, that I didn't. I remember that I had a summer job. Yo, I used to sometimes be late because the radio would play that joint in the morning. It'd be like, R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet, Part 4, premiering now. And that joint come on. Yo, I remember sitting there, 7 o'clock in the morning and the rays from the sun wake me.
Son, hold on. Did you see the internet the other day? They said a whole time. I don't know how to hold. I don't know how to hold down nobody. Who was this? He was talking to Gail King.
Oh.
They did some joint where they got him on the internet. It's like, yo, they said he was crying. They said a whole time. I don't know how to hold down nobody. Nah. R. Kelly, Aaron Hall, man.
R. Kelly gotta go against something.
Can't nobody beat him.
No.
So you gotta do the dude he took his style from.
Nah. R. Kelly would have to go against like Chris Brown.
Can't
beat him.
nobody beat R.
Nah.
Kelly. So you gotta put somebody that R. Kelly got a style from. That's why I said Aaron Hall.
Aaron Hall would only have like 3 songs.
Son, Aaron Hall is a part of God. He was the lead singer.
You got that vibe.
That's R. Kelly.
Yeah.
When he was with Public Announcement.
Okay.
When he had the bald head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Looking like Aaron Hall. Nobody like that. Nobody like Public Announcement. What? Public Announcement? That sounds like something in school. Public Announcement. Why you be at teacher such and such classroom at 3 o'clock, do not get on the bus. That's a public announcement. Where they at right now?
Nah, they ain't nowhere.
All right.
But I'll tell you what my
They
favorite.
can't even get where you at on, what is that? What channel is that?
We talking about?
VH1, where are they now? Or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody checking for public announcement. Sorry, y'all, I'm just saying.
This is my joint I think would be fired. LL versus Ja Rule.
Oh.
I think that would be fire. Cause you got both of them do like them chick songs.
Yeah.
And both of them got mad hits. Like, you got LL that would do like, doing it and doing it and doing it.
Right.
And Ja Rule come on, baby, lay it.
I would kill him with I Need Love, though.
He would. That would be a win. But it depends on what Ja Rule play, though. It depends on what Ja Rule play, though. But I Need Love is definitely a classic. But it depends
when I'm
on...
alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me, that's that joint, son. LL was that dude, man.
Yeah. Nah.
He'll beat Ja Rule.
I don't know.
He'll beat Ja Rule. Cause,
I don't know.
See, listen, I'm going to tell you how the verses will go. They'll do a verses, right?
Yeah.
And LL battle Ja Rule right there. And if the fans say Ja Rule won,
Yeah, LL do it.
LL going to make a record.
Yeah.
It'd be like, he going to go at it.
LL gonna come out there. Yo, nah, that would be good, though. I think that would be a good one. Because they similar.
Yeah and no. You know what I mean? Yes and no. You know what I mean?
They ain't similar in the fact that LA ain't
nobody's style.
Yeah, Jota X style.
And Tupac.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You know, and it's no disrespect. So, you know what I mean, Job, you see this, you know what I mean? And trolls out there don't try to...
Baby say yeah!
Because, you know,
yeah,
Job has some hits, but, you know what I mean? It's all about preference, but I think LL would get him. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't even a question how my dough flow. I'm good to these bad hoes. They ride in your truck like a tire hoe. What you raise, though? It's easy. But baby, though, every girl, rest of my money for show. Before they go, running their mouth. Promote their house. I'll be begging it. Back out. Go ahead. Let it out. I'll leave them with no doubt. That joke was fire.
Yo,
that was fire.
I got a question for you on this, too. Who was the first? And I gotta look this up too, cause they give Ice Cube the crown for being the first gangster rapper, but I don't give him that.
You would know better than me.
I think Coogee Rap was.
You think
Coogee Rap was doing that censored music from the beginning, dude.
What was he saying in the beginning?
You heard what he said on Don't Curse.
Yeah. This
is what that was his style. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But was he, and I'm asking this legitimately, like, was he 100% like that, or did he have songs that were like that, but the majority of his content?
No, the majority of his content was stuff like that. He had a joint called "It Won't Be Smiling on Right Kids Darling." Right, good that, all that. Like, that was his style, you know what I mean? And even though Q definitely was
I think he took it to another level, though.
He might have. I'm not saying he did.
You're talking about the first.
I'm saying, like, is he the dude that brought the gangster rap persona out? I don't think he was. You know what I mean? Me personally. And that brings me to, what you think is the best diss record in hip hop?
Of all time?
You could say, I say give your top 5.
Alright, top 5. Ether gotta be one of them.
Of course.
Nas Ether. See, I don't know. Like, I like LL 4321, but it wasn't a diss song. It was a diss verse, but that diss verse was hard when he went after Cannabis.
Yeah, but
so I won't count that.
No, you it's your top 5. That's your opinion.
All right, like that verse was crazy. Gasoline.
Right.
So that's 3. I'm like teetering on the edge. Like, I like and anybody that know me know I'm a J fan, but I'm more of an X fan than J. So a lot of times, like, J disses don't really hit me like that. Like, I don't be like, oh, Jay killed him, because I don't feel like Jay's really, like, he's subtly aggressive. Like, where
he was disrespectful in that knowledge.
The Takeover.
Nah, the one where he talked about busting the nut and leaving the condom in the yeah, that right there. Come on, son. Listen, I got daughters, man. That right there.
I know, but nah, Takeover was
that was something that should have been, like he said. You know who? Do you know what?
Yeah, that Takeover.
No, I'm saying that's how he should have left that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like.
All right, so let's. I'll give you that. So like that's definitely a.
That was the. I forget.
I'm kind of biased though, because I think subconsciously I be hating on Jay because I'm such a fan of X. Kind of like in boxing when like I subconsciously hate on Holyfield because I'm such a big Tyson fan. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Jay didn't do to X with Holyfield did to Tyson, so don't get it misconstrued. But
I don't think he never really went at X like that.
He didn't. But I'm just saying, I was just drawing a parallel of boxing, but I didn't want people to think I was saying like Jay was like beat X at anything. I don't really feel that way. But alright, so we got Takeover, I got No Vaseline, I got the 4321 verse, and I got Ether. What's my last one? Let me think on the last one. What you got?
I got, first and foremost, you gotta go South Bronx by KRS.
Mm-hmm.
He dissed the whole project.
Mm-hmm.
Even dudes from the project said they liked it, but they couldn't play that out there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They had to listen to that in the crib.
Oh, I got my fifth one. I got mine.
To the Break of Dawn by LL.
Mm-hmm.
When he did Kumo D, Hammer, and Ice-T all in one song. He gave them all 3 verses.
Mm-hmm.
Ice-T admitted that he saw him in New York and wanted to fight. You know what I mean? Because he said, ill paragraph home. I took the cover right home to my bathroom. Talking about the chick, you know what I mean? No Vaseline, Ether.
That's 4.
Yeah, then The Bitchin' You by Common. But I got more too. The Bitchin' You by Common.
Yeah. That
What
was
Snoop did was hard too.
Which one?
Him dissing Suge Knight.
I don't really remember that.
I
know I listened to it. I know I listened to it, but I don't remember.
He went in. He was like the first person that did Suge, and there wasn't nothing behind it. That's when he told Corrupt, you better stay crippin'. Word.
But my fifth one, and I'm mad that this is my fifth one, but I gotta give him. I'm not mad, but I am. I gotta give him his props. Hit Him Up by Pop.
I ain't rock with none of that.
Yeah, I know. What's the name? I'm a big fan. A lot of us didn't rock with it, but you can't deny what that was. And then I got some other ones too.
Go ahead, name them.
Like see, like 50 has so many.
Yeah.
Like
that Snoop joint was called Pimp Slap.
I remember that, yeah. But 50, like it wasn't really wankster for me. It was You Not Like Me. That was my joint.
Yeah.
If you get shot and run to the cops, you not like me. And it was like, it wasn't even really like a diss track.
He was going at people that wasn't rapping, man. He was going at real street shows that was on, you know what I mean? Like that.
So so let's take those out then. I won't say the 50 joints, but all of them joints was my joints.
Listen, then you got No Vaseline, The Bitchin' You. You know what I'm saying? You brought up Pop, so I'm bring up Big. Long Kiss Goodnight, he crushed him. He crushed him. It
was hard, but I don't think it was better to Hit Him Up.
Son, he crushed him on that, and nobody saw that coming.
Nah, but
and RZA did the beat. It was like, yo, man, like I'm coming, but I'm not saying this is this song. That's why, you know what I mean. A lot of people.
And that's why it didn't hit like Hit Him Up did.
Because he was saying that he wasn't gonna do no diss record.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But when that dude came on, it was that was mad disrespectful, yo. Like on this song, you gotta be disrespectful. I can't like, and that's why with like Jay, they don't hit the same. Like I wish like X had like a real beef. I don't think nobody really wanted to beef with X.
Oh no.
Cause the way he was talking on
around with them dogs, B.
Yeah.
And
the way he was talking on 1, 2, X is coming for you. Like you listen to that song, it give me chills now. Like damn, whoever he was talking about, like he really hates you.
He was talking about Ja Rule or Jay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when he said, and this I can't even say it. This joint was crazy. The way he said it was just like. Take her on the living room floor, right there in front of you. Then ask you seriously what you want to do.
Yeah.
Frustrating, isn't it? Want to kill me, but I'm going to kill you. Yo, that joke was crazy.
Yeah, that was a different
This is revenge. No doubt before you die. And despite how much I hate to see a grown man cry, I'm going to make you suffer. See your ass to hell, mother. Click, boom, boom. Yo, that joke was crazy. Give me chills now. I'm like, damn. Like, that whole
bit. Before?
Yeah. Memorial Field.
Nah, I mean like where he was able to get busy.
Hey, I never seen him other than Memorial Field. He got busy to me there.
Me and my man P.O. We went to Connecticut to see him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we standing on the floor not knowing that this dude is right here by us. It was a cage, but you couldn't see because you know, it was the
drape
and
over
all that. The drape was over the joint, and they go to announce him. And this joint start raising up, so we looking like, yo, and you hear him doing the dog crying. When they got that joint over the stage, they lifted that drape up, and he was in that cage. We like, yo, the whole time, this nigga right here, and he went crazy. Him, and I seen
Naughty by Nature, you said was
Naughty by Nature, yo, they was classic.
Yeah,
they was classic.
Because Stretch would turn Stretch would turn the music off.
Yeah.
Instead, I remember you telling me that. Cause I think they did some of it.
Buster too. With that fast rap,
yeah.
Buster was nasty with that. When you see him perform, when he like that challenge he had with that.
Yeah.
I swear I thought it took him wild.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think he did that in one verse.
When I saw him spit that, I was like, dang.
And he could still do it even when he got fat.
Meth and Redman is a nice show to see. You know what I mean? Like, see, they don't even do shows like that no more.
Nah.
You know what I mean? If you're not going to see them people, you know what I mean? You don't want to see nobody just standing on stage, walking back and forth. That was one thing that Hov didn't have.
Yeah.
Hov just had hits.
I remember it was cold as shit out there, too, at Memorial Field when Rough Riders did that free concert. But that's when, and then there was...
For those that don't know, Memorial Field is where we from. You know,
Mount Vernon, New York.
Mount Vernon.
So, like, and then there was X was the album that came out. Because Party Up, he Party Up was the first single off the album. And I'll get to another story about another single off the album after I tell this story.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was X was coming out. So you had Locks performed. I don't think Drag On performed, but Eve did. So like Locks had performed. They had just dropped We Are the Streets. So that was the first time that I heard we go to R-U-double-F, all-Y. That joint was hard live. They killed it. Like Eve was out there, and and then like X made the crowd wait for like an hour. It was like y'all. They kept playing the intro to Party Up. Like they kept going, and then like
he came with them dogs.
Yeah, he came on the stage. Like I'll never get it. It give me chills every time I think about it. He walked out. It was like the growling in the mic. That joint is classic. And then he was like, "Y'all motherfuckers ready?" Everybody like, "Yeah, let's get it on." And that shit, the fire went up in the front of the stage. I was like, oh, because we was kind of close.
Right.
And I was like, oh, and that shit, we don't give up what? We don't give up what?
How old was you then? You was in what, 8th grade?
Nah, not even. No. I think I was still going to school in Mount Vernon, so I had to be anywhere from 6 under. Because we was there.
Yeah, Bull was a baby.
Yeah, I was on JJ's shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes, I wasn't like that old. That had to be, and then there was that came out like 98.
It had to be around 90.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now when the album came out. Right now. Oh.
It might have been 98.
99. So 99. No. So yeah, no. 99. I was living in New Road then. So I might have been. I was 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. Yeah. But the second single off that album, What's My Name?
Yeah,
you remember when we first heard that?
Yeah.
Flex. So if y'all don't know, like back in this time, Funk Flex was the biggest thing on, like, as far as radio DJs.
He dropped the bomb.
Yeah, if he dropped the bomb on your song, it was gone. Like you was selling
that shit 100 times a night.
I remember we were sitting in New World High parking lot. You remember that?
Yeah.
Sitting in New World High parking lot, because the way it worked is like, yo, you ride around all day waiting for him, because he was playing it at the top of the L.
Your home.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, hold on, man.
We kept missing it. We kept missing the song. That shit dropped. Dun, 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 and Flex. Dun, dun, dun. This fuck shit I'm talking about. Ass rapping ass motherfucker. Yo, when that shit dropped the first time, the first time that dropped, come on, boom, boom, boom. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like I don't think nobody had the impact that X had. I think the only person that came close was 50 when he first dropped. Where it's just like everything stopped.
That shit was different. Like,
it was.
The tunnel was back then. For those that don't know the tunnel.
Yeah, I didn't never get to go there. I used to want to go, but I was like mad young.
If you were into hip hop and all that, you heard about the legendary tunnel You know what I mean? You walk through the metal
The
detector.
intro to Belly. If you ever seen the movie Belly, that intro scene, that first scene is them going into the tunnel.
You walk through, they took your shoes off, banged them like you had a razor. Anything went, co-ed, bathroom.
That's what I was about to say.
You know what I mean?
That's why I wanted to go on the low. I remember you saying that when I was like a kid. It was like, the men and women got the same bathroom. And this is around the time I'm hitting puberty. I'm like, yo, you going to there's girls in the same bathroom?
Right.
I'm like, yo. So yeah, that was like the main reason I wanted to go. But
co-ed bathrooms, it was crazy. Like the tunnel was a different atmosphere. When you seen them bouncers come, you know what I'm saying? And
wasn't Vin Diesel from the tunnel?
I don't know where he's from, but if he was a part of them dudes was thieves. They was whooping dudes' asses. Like, yo, for real. Like, yo, when you seen them bum,
it was an old subway tunnel, right? Listen, they made it so close, right?
I don't know what it. Nah, it's a building.
Oh,
but
I thought it was
like Sunday nights, the whole building was hip hop.
Okay.
But like Friday and Saturday, they were closed off sections, and you had different rooms and stuff like that. Like that's another thing. You hear these rappers talk about, be careful where you go and opening doors. Be careful. We went to the tunnel on a night, it wasn't hip hop. They had hip hop in there. We opened the door, man. There was a bunch of sailors. I was like, oh no, this is crazy. You know what I mean? You close the door and you keep it moving. Hey, you want some? Nah, we don't want nothing in there, bro. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. We don't want nothing in there. But the tunnel was some different. That's where everybody got fly. You know what I mean? You listen.
I remember one night you went to the tunnel. This is when I think you was going to the tunnel. That's when the Fab Five was out. You had the Michigan Wolverines authentic basketball set, and you had the high top white and yellow Air Force Ones.
Right.
With them, that was hard. I was like, I want to go to the tunnel too.
Yeah, tunnel was different.
Yeah. That's back when you had the herringbone chain too.
Yeah, I remember going to the tunnel when the Doodle Brown construction terms first came out, and this is facts. Some dude's gonna laugh. I don't care if you laugh. You couldn't tell me shit. I was that dude at the tunnel that night. They came out, right? So everybody going to the stores trying to get these Timbs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to connect where anything new, sneaker wise or whatever come out, you know, Shorty would call me. So she called me and was like, wow, check it out. Them Timbs is out, but they not for men. So what you mean? She was like, they only made them for females. So I was like, damn. I was like, nobody got them? She was like, nobody got them. So I'm chilling, sitting at home. I was like, called her back, like, yo, what size is the 8 in women? She was like, she told me, she was like, you want them? I was like, hell yeah. I went and got them. I get to the tunnel. Now, all my people, everybody like, yo, where you get them shit from? I'm like, y'all gotta have a connect. I'm front. We get to the tunnel. Dudes was out there. Now, the tunnel was some different shit. Like, you fuck around and get robbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, dudes was like, yo, this dude right here, how the fuck you get them shits? Those shits ain't even out yet. Them shits don't come out till next week or the week after. Mm-hmm. I was out there with my chest poked out like, yeah, niggas can't get this shit. I was just hoping, like, yo, niggas don't bum rush me. This motherfucker trying to take my shoes off. Word. But that's what the tunnel was about. Matter of fact, X's first video, Get At Me Dog, was
yeah, that was in the tunnel too, yeah.
Word.
Yeah. X was the best, yo.
Yeah, X was nasty.
Cats that used to say that X the best know that he still is. That was my guy, man. Still my guy.
Yeah, he from Yonkers, 914. The 9, baby.
Yeah.
The 9, baby.
That is my guy. Like, for real. Like, I remember high school, yo, I felt like I used to argue like every day at lunch about X versus J all the time. And I like that was my dude. I mean Jay really ain't speak to me like that. Like
Jay was talking that big money baller shit before everybody. Before a lot of dudes was doing that, he was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it was crazy because he came out at the right time, because I think that Nas really didn't want that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nas could have had that top spot. But Big, yo, son, you can't nobody front on Big, B. Big was, he was that dude, and I think he influenced Jay. You know what I mean? Because if you listen to Big, Big could take a song, and when he remixed that song, you couldn't remember what the original song sounded.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Like One More Chance, B.
Word, I don't know what the original sound like.
Yo,
every One More Chance that everybody played, they don't even realize they playing the remix.
Yeah, but the original joint, you'll be like, yo, this is a total different song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, Big was different. You know what I'm saying? He was different. Because he could spit, and then he'll be out there. But I'm going to tell you something. When those Staten Island cats hit, B, Wu-Tang?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, the guards was talking, and a lot of people did not know what the fuck they was talking about, but they was just rocking to the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they talking about.
This dude made me miss a football game.
Oh, yeah. Up in Syracuse.
Yeah. We was rocking, though. But we damn sure.
We was rocking Wu. We was
rocking Wu forever.
Wu and what's the name? And DMX.
Yeah. But we thought we was close to our game. And he's like, what song y'all want to hear? What's your favorite song right now? Triumph.
We lost the convoy and ended up getting to the game around halftime.
We pulled up to the Carrier Dome like we was playing at the Carrier Dome. Right. That's where Syracuse University played. Ran up in there.
They was like, yeah, y'all down there on the field. They getting ready. Go, hurry up so you can weigh in. Oh, no, y'all ain't dead. Y'all across town at some other field, a damn baseball field.
And that's when the first time that I realized that it was farms in New York.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is crazy. It was like a totally different country. But it was New York, too.
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild. But we was listening to Triumph. Y'all thought y'all wasn't going to see me?
I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Yo, you know
what? Dragon's here forever, motherfucker. It's like 97. Alright, my niggas and my niggerettes. I'm gonna rub your ass to the moonshine. Let's take it back to 79. And that verse changed. That verse right there.
Yo, but as a
Shout
kid.
out INS.
As a kid, I used to think them cats was making up words.
That's what I said.
Yo, when he came on the track was like, I bomb atomically. Talk with these philosophies and hypotheses. Can't define them. I'll be dropping these mockeries. I was like, this nigga's speaking another language.
On robbery.
Yo, what the hell is that? Yo, they was.
And you knew they was. Listen, they was talking about doing stuff that you saw dudes do it in the hood, but you didn't. Dudes didn't like broadcast what they was doing. These dudes talk about smoking dust. All kind of shit. You like, yo, and they telling everybody.
The combination made my eyes bleed. Yo, but they used to say that shit and make it sound so cool. Like, what? They influenced. Yo, I think they was probably the first. Not rap, hip hop culture always influenced like slang, but Wu had a whole nother slang.
The slang was different. Like Queensbridge.
Like my whole earth gone. Like
that ain't slang.
But I'm just saying, yeah. But that whole they put a light on what 5% was.
No, Rakim did in the beginning, but you know what I'm saying. What they did was dudes was listening, but wasn't realizing what
they were talking about.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then RZA, when he came with that Bobby Digital, bum bum, dudes was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this? Then you had Old Dirty,
even him on Triumph.
Old Dirty. Huh?
Even RZA on Triumph. I used to be like, yo, RZA be mad drunk when he rapping. That was like, March of the Wooden Soldiers. The devil punks couldn't hold us. 1,000 they rushing in. Not one nigga was sober. Perpendicular to the square. But that's well, who go in the booth and be like, I'm about to do this shit like that? That's fire. Like perpendicular to the square. We say go right there. Escape from your dragon's lair. In particular.
But that's people that be in the like dictionaries and stuff like that. Like
it made me wish like when I was in Richmond, I used to copy out the encyclopedia. I should have kept doing that shit. Yeah. I could have been a Wu-Tang.
What your name would have been?
I don't even know.
Yeah, them dudes, man.
Probably Corn Tail.
You stupid, man. Them dudes was bugged out. Then when the purple tape came, and the niggas was sniffing coke, shitting on Big blatantly.
Yo, but they also made skits cool too. They got the best.
Redman had skits too.
But I'm saying they was first. They was before him.
No, they wasn't.
That what you say? The same time?
Redman was before them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Redman was before
Well,
them.
I was more into Wu skits then. When that skit when they doing the who would do the most damage as far as like the torture techniques.
Oh yeah.
I fucking put a
cut your
hangover
eyelids off and feed you nothing but sleeping pills. I
put a wire hanger in the oven and stick it in your asshole slow like.
I fucking tie your asshole shut and just keep feeding you and feeding you.
Nah. Instead, I put your nuts on the counter and just smash it with a mallet like wow.
Woo was different. They were different animals, man.
It's like, hey yo Ray, hey yo go. What that mean? Look at it.
But that's not too
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what they skits was classic. Everybody talking about the good old days.
Nah, them dudes was like niggas be fighting wild
shit. Word, God.
I'm gonna tell these niggas something, God. Like, hold on, these niggas sniffing coke for real. And you can tell, like, cause niggas start talking, they be, word up, God. Tell these niggas something.
Tell these niggas something, God.
Yeah, Woo was different.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna freak these joints, God. I'm gonna freak these joints.
Be like blue and cream.
Yeah, blue and cream. You know it? Nah, they was the best though. They was the best. Like, who could go against them in the verses?
I don't think nobody.
What about Death Row?
They ain't had no group.
I'm just saying. Who was multiple like you?
Yeah, but Wu started out as a group.
Yeah, true.
Where Death Row was just
a label,
and you really didn't hear all of them together until Dr. Dre's album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You didn't hear them like that. You know what I mean. Like some people say Goody Mob, but that's two different. I wouldn't be interested in that.
I think it would just be a wash. I think Outkast would be better than Goody Mob.
Outkast couldn't mess with them.
I don't think anybody can, but Outkast would be better than Goody Mob.
You gotta realize something. You got 9 dudes that's nice, man.
Yeah.
And when you look at that, you know what I'm saying? You like them dudes said they used to go in and get on the beat and battle each other.
Yeah.
So when you hear a dude on a song, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, okay.
The crazy shit is they were so nice that it made You God look whack.
Yeah.
And You God
I was gonna say that, but I ain't want to touch on that. Cause I don't.
What?
This internet shit, people get in their feelings and shit. But if you listen to stuff he was saying,
nah, he was nice.
You know what I mean? But it was.
But it was just, and he wasn't the star that the other ones was. Like when you got Ray, Ghost, Meth, and RZA, like those were like the biggest stars. ODB too. ODB was a mega star. You know what I mean? Like
Inspector Deck.
Yeah.
Inspector Deck said if the flood didn't happen, his album would have been totally different.
Yeah. Like that's like, and then you probably put You God in after that.
Then you got Master Killer who said he wrote his first rhyme on the Protect Your Neck.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Them dudes was different. That was a different album. That was a different time. Like the stuff these kids listen to now, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all young kids, you know what I mean?
That's hot too.
But
it's a difference. It's a difference.
This is where the bullshit starts.
No, I'm saying you gotta compartmentalize your music. I'm not listening to today's music thinking it's gonna be what Wu-Tang and all of that was. But when my guys come on,
who's your guy?
Anybody nowadays. So like if you want to say I don't know, Migos. Well, yeah, I like Migos.
I like Migos.
I like Migos.
I like them. You know what I mean? I like them, but they come from the Gucci tree.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like in general today though, I don't listen to it for like that
And you want to
lyrical.
bounce around, but some of these dudes, like my man was telling me the other day, like I never heard the dirty version to the song.
What?
That it be on the radio, go baby. So he asked me, he was like, yo, you,
I don't even know what song you talking about.
huh?
I don't listen to the radio.
The joint on the radio, he be like rapping, he go baby, go baby. My man was like, yo, you know what he's saying, right? I was like, yeah, go baby. I was like, that shit is hard. He was like, your kids be playing? I was like, yeah, man, my daughter be playing. He was like, yo, wow, I'm going to tell you what it say. I was like, what the song say for real? He was like, throat babies, nigga. I said, oh, no. I was like, nah. But that's what they be, this is what this music is right now.
Yeah, nah. They
Know what
got
I mean?
like, what's like Meg Thee Stallion and all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna front, I like whack.
Why?
Because I'm a nasty dude, so I like it. You know what I mean?
The
whack,
beat,
man.
the
It's
beat,
wet ass, whack. Whack.
but the beat be hot.
Wild.
But I can't ride listening to that. Like it be like,
If you listen to some of the shit you listen to, that shit is right there.
no, I'm
with
talking about. Nah, I'm not talking about the content. Is not like bashful on the content. It's as a man riding, listening to chicks talk about taking dick and.
Oh no, you missed that.
I'm just saying, like I can't ride around to that.
So you said when Cardi B said that joint about nigga wanna
dangly thing.
No, not that. Her other song where she said nigga know you wanna play in my pussy, whatever. I forget the joint, but I used to sing that.
Oh nah, no, I'm talking nah.
Cause I
some songs are okay, but like the Megan Thee Stallion got a couple.
Some of the stuff they say, dudes be out here doing. You know what I mean? Like yo, you just gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't be wanting to keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. You ever got your ass ate?
No.
No?
No.
Oh shit, you missing out.
No.
No.
Nah.
Never?
But I have had the area.
Don't say no fingers.
No. The area under your balls before your ass lick. That feels good.
Okay, well, yeah.
That feels good.
Shorty was playing around.
That almost made me pop a toenail.
Listen, man.
For real.
Yeah, we can't get, because we're messing around and mess up the algorithm fucking around.
Yeah, nah, but
I mean, we got to go on.
I got a funny ODB story, though, that I saw on, did you watch,
Well,
did
when
you,
he threw the gauze on?
No. Did you watch Drake Chance when Busta Rhymes on there?
Yeah.
When Nori was like,
he used to dig up his nose and get
he was like, yeah, ODB was cool.
I was doing all.
He was like, he was like,
yeah.
This nigga be sticking up his nose.
Well, Buster wasn't feeling none of that.
Buster, like, he got mad serious, like, bring a butt on my man.
He's like, yo, that's a swift golf.
Yeah. He was like,
he
yo.
do stuff to people. You know what I mean? I was
like, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't with all that shit.
Yeah.
This nigga dig up his
That's it. I never gave OT.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, nah, why?
Like, nah, nigga, you dig up his nose and shocking.
Yo,
that's what had me rolling, yo. That was hilarious.
ODB is crazy.
I keep it real. I got burnt by gonorrhea.
Well,
They took MTV and put them in cast
the welfare check. You know what I mean? Took the limo with his wife and kids.
Yo, that was hilarious. That was funny. That when Redman had Big Chris.
Yeah, no doorbell. I'm gonna tell you something.
If the crib was
back in the early '90s, Def Jam did a pay-per-view with Onyx, Redman.
Oh man.
It was Onyx, Redman, Run DMC, and somebody else was on that joint. It might have been that chick from, I think she from, I forget her name, Boss.
Oh, yeah. The light-skinned chick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she was on that then?
Nah, I think, yeah.
Okay.
But she was on this joint, but the pay-per-view and shit, the sound man, Redman, and the Rock, and Redman, like, he walked by once. Redman, like, well, he rocking.
Mm-hmm.
He walked by again. Redman, like, yo, what the? He walked back through. Redman caught him. Yo, man, you fucking up here. I was like, oh, man. This is on pay-per-view.
He snuffed the sound man on
Whoever it was walking across the stage ain't had nothing to do with them. He was somebody from the venue or whatever, and he wasn't happy. Word.
Nah, Redman was nice too, though. Hey, yo, that's
Redman is nasty. He got one of the classic albums, man, Muddy Waters.
Yeah, but they got it's iTunes don't got some of his joints. It's this one joint that was my song. Hold on.
You know you can't play it.
I can't play. Nah, I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna just say the name of it.
Listen, man. That's when hip hop was hip hop, man. The '90s is the golden era. You know what I mean? Like, yo. But you heard what Nori said?
It was off Doc's the Name. It was called shit. I think they took it on.
No, man.
The Goodness. Oh, they got it now. All right. The Goodness was my shit. Him and Buster.
Yes. Yes.
Cause they performed that joint on backstage too. That was my shit.
Listen,
I also lived in New Rochelle too. And when that song, we used to go to Southside parties. I used to love when that song came on at Southside parties. That leads me to another thing too. Like, it is a different time. Cause I remember Southside parties. Am I wrong? And them joints used to be over at like midnight, right? When I went to going to them joints.
I don't remember.
I think so. If somebody watching this from New Road that used to go to Southside parties in like 99, 2000, Southside Boys and Girls Club, all the middle school cats and some high school cats used to be in there at the parties. I felt like them joints was mad late at night, but we was able to go and have a good time.
Yeah, those kid parties, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they don't have nothing like that nowadays.
Yeah, because you can't. These kids ain't kids no more.
Yeah.
These kids out here, listen, man, they gonna do you dirty.
Yeah. We was doing them dirty too, but in another way.
Nah, son.
No, I'm not talking about fighting. I'm talking about trying to
mess with girls.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you throw a party now, man. Dudes gonna come in your joint smelling like all kind of weed. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they on. Somebody got a hammer. You know what I mean? They ain't even 15 yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
meanwhile, we was just like, yo, we gonna wear sweatpants so they can feel where we at. That's real.
Listen, man.
What was the back then? Remember we used to call them swishy pants. The like the track pants, but what was the brand that had like the red star? Not starter. It was like a red star that was on the back pocket with the name.
I don't know.
But them was like when I was in like elementary school going into middle school, those was popular. But them joints, I remember at 6th grade graduation, y'all let me go ahead a white pair of them joints and my underwear was showing through them joints the entire 6th grade day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. Yeah, but hip hop, the 90s, man. The 90s.
I think today is good too, man. You just gotta.
Nah, I'm not saying it ain't. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not hating on them. You know what I mean? It's just some of that, man. I don't really want to hear that, man. Like,
man, you gotta make sure
they don't have no filter on this shit.
But it's art. Why you gotta have a filter?
Cause man, nobody don't. Yo, they played a joint at my grandson 1-year-old party. Talking about you busting all up in the pussy, and I'm like, yo, man, you can't, son, like, come on, man, like, yo, and everybody, like, yo, son, are you serious?
Yeah, nah, I agree.
Like, come on, man, you can't play that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? What you think about 6ix9ine?
Oh,
Psych, we ain't talking about it.
No.
Listen, How long we been on here for?
Ooh, hour.
A little over an hour? Damn, man, I wonder, well, you know what I mean, when we get a little more subscribers, we're going to do the 8672 dance. It's called the Drunken Monk.
Drunken Monk.
And you could do it to Wu-Tang Duck season. You know what I'm saying?
But we can't play it on here.
Right. Damn sure can.
So he could put some headphones on.
Yeah.
And he'll show y'all that, because I don't know what he's talking about.
You know what I mean? It's fly. It's fly. It's the Drunken Monk. You know what I mean? We're going to make it into a challenge. They want anything else to be a challenge.
Word, we're gonna start a challenge, the Drunken Monk challenge. He gonna be the face of it. I'm gonna just hype him up, cause like I said, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm gonna just be in the background like.
You ain't even gotta do that. Just sit there and watch it.
Cool.
You know what I mean? I might bring my grandkids and let them do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word.
You got anything else that you want to sign off?
No, we go to sports. Who going to the Super Bowl?
It depends.
Who you got?
If Patrick Mahomes is out, the Bills, and I'm a Cowboys fan, so I don't want to see that, because if they go to the Super Bowl, it make us look worse.
Who? If who go?
If the Bills go to the Super Bowl, we look bad.
Why?
Because we ain't been to the Super Bowl since 97, 98.
They got a better team, though.
I'm just saying, but there is as many years as in between. Yeah. So, like, we just keep going down the list.
But they never won nothing.
But I'm just saying, they've been there, though.
I'd rather see them go, because I'm a Raider fan, so
you don't want
damn sure don't want to see
if Mahomes play, the Chiefs going. If he don't play, the Bills going. On the NFC side, the Packers is going.
That's going to be rough, because the Bucs definitely blew them out.
They did.
Week 6.
They did.
You know what I mean? So we're going to have to see how that goes. But I know one team that ain't going. And, yo, I ain't going to blow you up, and you know who I'm talking about. There's one team. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he my man. Y'all, I love you, but I ain't going to blow you up now. But if you call this phone after you see this, and you start texting me again, then next show I'm going to blow you up. This team right here, they went 11-0. You know who they are?
Oh,
we don't own the rest to the song. Black and up.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. These
Yeah.
dudes right here, I had people on my timeline, men and women, dancing, doing all this, with this. Where y'all at?
Yeah, nah.
Sitting on the couch like us.
That was a
horrible
collapse.
Horrible.
It started with them almost losing to us.
Horrible. 11-0, and then y'all talk about the same old Browns. They whooped y'all's ass. I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm telling you.
And Big Ben was crying.
I'm going to make you famous on YouTube if you call my phone talking about, yo, I saw you. Because guess what? Every time y'all win, you want to be on the phone and all that. But when y'all lose, you don't answer. Every time the Raiders lose, you call me, I answer the phone, listen to your bullshit. But when I call you when y'all lose, you don't want to answer. Listen, man, I'm telling you. This you? I thought it was him. I was going to say your name. This ain't even lie.
I was about to say, we didn't even lie. How the fuck you know?
But I'm telling you, I'm going to make you famous, boy. I'm going to make you famous. Talk about that Steelers shit, man. That Steelers shit is overrated.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
This season was hard for me. It ain't one. The reason it was hard is my favorite player right now got hurt. Dak Prescott, a.k.a. 40 Dak. Get that man 40, his 40 per.
He need more than that.
Yeah. He should get whatever he asked for. Dak Prescott is the man.
Son, you might as well get that Pennsylvania too.
Huh?
Pittsburgh in the state of Pennsylvania. You get that them too.
Oh yeah, we already know. Anybody who's an Eagles fan and talk to me, they know. Dak is greater than Wentz. All right, what's his name?
Wentz got 40, right?
Huh? No, Wentz got 35.
Okay.
But they say if Wentz got 30, whatever Wentz got, I don't even care. Dak is better than Wentz, and I've been saying it since day one.
That's fact.
Since day one, Dak is better than Carson Wentz. Everybody wants to say Carson Wentz is better because he went the number 2 overall pick and he had all of these traits. Yes, he had one great season, but y'all fail to remember the great season he had in year 2. Dak had that in year 1. Dak was in the MVP conversation in year 1 too. The reason it gets watered down is because both him and Zeke was in the MVP conversation, so they kind of canceled each other out. But if you look at their careers, it's not even close. So I ain't even gonna waste no more time on Eagles. They trying to figure out who they gonna be their coach.
So I listen to sports radio. Y'all Eagle fans is crazy.
They crazy.
I thought New York fans listen, and that's one thing me and him don't argue about. So if y'all look at the show, one thing we'll never argue about is sports. I'm a Knicks fan, Bulls. I'm a Yankee fan,
Braves.
He a Cowboy, I'm a Raider fan. You know what I mean?
And before any of y'all motherfuckers say something in the comments, yeah, I got all of the 90s teams. But I grew up and all of them been trash my entire life, for like pretty much.
Yeah.
For pretty much my entire life, all my teams been trash. I've been rooting for the Bulls since Jeremy Fargo was the point guard. And probably my worst day ever in sports besides this year when Dak Prescott got hurt was when Derrick Rose got hurt in the final seconds of that Sixers game. So I really don't like no Phillies teams. Because Derrick Rose, when he blew out his knee, the Bulls ain't been the same since.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, that's one thing we don't argue about. Like, you know what I mean? If the Bulls lose, I won't call him and brag about it.
I can't even watch the Bulls right now.
The Yankees beat the Braves to win World Series, and you know what I mean? I ain't call them and mess with them and stuff like that. You know
this year broke my heart too, because I thought the Braves was gonna get to the World Series.
I thought they was gonna win. I
thought we was gonna get to the World Series, and then when I felt Uncle Frankie, if you watch this, you jinxed us, man.
What?
Uncle Frankie said they was gonna do that. He's like, I don't know why you getting excited. All y'all gonna do is lose.
And he a Mets fan.
Yeah. He's like, y'all gonna lose all the rest of the games.
Mets is doing good too.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to worry about them. That fan bought the team. And he said he competing against the Yankees. We
benefited last year from that shortened season though.
Yeah.
Because they was rapping.
Yeah.
Mix it up.
Listen, it is what it is, but I'm telling you, man. And y'all LeBron fans, I'm gonna tell you, I love LeBron off the court. You can't take it away from what he do off the court, and you can't.
I'm not. You
can't take away
crazy.
what he do on the court neither in this era.
Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
LeBron is, and somebody asked me this, and I had to answer. He is the best basketball player of this era. He is nobody better than him. Even though he did what he did going to Miami, then now going to the Lakers and going to get AD. But he cried over ticky-tack fouls, and back then, them fouls, Rick Mahorn and
I think it's just him adapting to the way they play today. If you don't do that today, you're doing a disservice to yourself. It's like, okay, you go out there and be a tough guy and not try to sell fouls, but everybody else is doing it, and you're gonna be penalized for not doing it because everybody else is doing it. So you just playing the game that's being presented right now. I feel like if LeBron back then when they wasn't giving them ticky-tack fouls, who the hell is getting in the way of that dude coming down the lane like that?
Yeah, dudes that would have did that.
Yeah, and LeBron at 6'7", 260-something pounds would have laid some people out too.
You had dudes that would have did that, man.
But he would have did it too. Is my point.
Listen, man.
He played football.
Game you had but you had dudes back then that he would have kept doing that the way he do right now. Because all LeBron do right now when he going to the hole, lower his shoulder and keep bully ball.
Yeah.
You had dudes like Oakley. You had what's the name, Xavier McDaniels. They would have caught that shoulder to the chest a couple of times. The next time, they would have caught the shoulder and popped him in his mouth.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I feel like with them doing, he would have been playing like that.
Do you realize dudes was fighting back then?
Yeah.
And wasn't getting fined or suspended.
Yeah.
Different game.
But I feel like because it was a different game, there's going to be a different mindset to that player.
So where do you rank him with Jordan?
I kind of look at them as 1 and 1A. Like,
who's one?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Who's one?
It depends what you're looking for.
Okay, I'm going to say why I asked that. The reason why I asked that is Jordan played in that era that I'm saying I don't think LeBron would have thrived in.
I don't agree with that.
So LeBron would have been LeBron in that era?
I think LeBron would
have been the top dude of that era like he is in this era.
Not like this era, because I think it's
watered down.
I wouldn't say watered down, because the reason I stopped myself is because what I would say is, I was gonna say it's a big gap, but I don't think it's that big of a gap between him and KD.
What I'm saying to you is, Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
I mean LeBron in this era is the best player.
Yes.
We agree on that.
Yes, we agree on that.
Jordan back then was the best player in his era, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
LeBron is chasing Jordan, right?
He is, but he isn't at the same time.
He's chasing. No, I'm saying that this is the comparisons they did, right?
Yeah.
LeBron in that era, is he the same dude that he is right now?
I don't see why he wouldn't be.
So
Like I said,
he would be the best player.
It would be him and Jordan, I think. That's why I say it's 1 and 1A.
You got to remember you had other dudes in that era too.
I know that, and I feel like LeBron is better than all of them.
You think LeBron better than Larry Bird?
Yes.
You think he better than Magic?
Yes.
What makes him better than Magic?
Because he does things that Magic couldn't do.
Like what?
Like finish at the rim. Like the way LeBron drives and finishes at the rim, Magic didn't do that.
Magic,
I think
he
didn't
have to finish because he.
But I'm just saying, you say he didn't have to.
Everybody.
I don't think LeBron has to like. I think LeBron can play like Jordan played. Is my point? Is my thing? We're looking at LeBron, but he doesn't want to. Jordan can't play the way LeBron plays.
Okay, but what I'm asking you is, if LeBron played in that era, you would look at him as the greatest that played. Because the reason why I say that is this.
But I don't think.
If Jordan played in this era,
I don't think he's
his numbers would be astronomical.
But LeBron's on.
Son, listen, look, Jordan played in the era where there was a thing called Jordan rules.
Yeah.
And you see it on shows where they say the whole thing was do not let him get off his feet. And if he do, you better clip him. And he's putting up 30. Listen, you know I'm not a Jordan fan.
Yeah.
My favorite basketball player of all time is Bernard King.
Mm-hmm.
And I was tight when we drafted Patrick Ewing and they got rid of Bernard King.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I would have loved to see them two together.
Yeah.
But you put Jordan in this era, his numbers would be they would surpass anything LeBron did. Because you wouldn't be able to touch him.
I don't know.
You wouldn't be able to touch him.
But I think in this era you have better athletes.
You got to realize something. You got dudes that back in that era, like you listen to them dudes talk. You could do this with a dude. And dude said that you had guards that with one hand would direct you where they wanted you to go with the ball while you dribbling the ball. But you can't even do that now.
I understand that. That's why I'm saying, like, with the size of LeBron, I think he would have adapted his game to play in that era. Like, you can't just say that Jordan did that and LeBron wouldn't. Jordan was trying to bulk up later in his career because of that.
But he never got, because he
I'm
was
just
getting
saying,
beat up.
Yeah, but my point is LeBron wouldn't get beat up because he's already.
I'm not saying he would get beat up. I'm not saying that he would get beat up. I'm saying it wouldn't be as easy for him to get
I'm not saying it's going to be as easy.
Karl Malone is his size.
But Karl Malone can't guard LeBron.
I'm not saying you guard him.
But LeBron can guard Karl Malone.
Hear what I'm saying though. Karl Malone was getting to the hoop, but he was getting beat up too.
Yeah, but my thing is, the reason I say, I look at, like, I think there's, me personally, I don't like the argument because I think they're both great players. I don't really like to say one is better than the other. Personally.
Jordan never went nowhere else.
Personally,
he never teamed up with nobody like that.
That's because they were coming to him.
No, they drafted Scottie Pippen.
Bro.
The only other player he ever won.
They wouldn't have won 3 more, and I'm a Bulls fan. They wouldn't have won 3 more without Rodman.
But he had won 3 already.
But I'm just saying. So let's just say. But I'm saying, if he didn't get the extra 3, will you be saying he's better than LeBron right now?
Yeah, because he
no.
quit.
The reason people say but the reason people say he's better is because he went 6-0.
If that's the case, you got Kobe out there. You got Magic out there.
I don't think if he didn't get those last 3, I don't think people will be saying he's better than LeBron.
But what I'm saying to you is these dudes played on the team they was drafted to, except for Kobe.
Well, how you gonna call? But I don't like
he
that.
He left to go play with Dwayne Wade in him.
So what?
Son, that was
I didn't like that move.
And they should have lost 2 of them, Jordan.
But yo, he was.
They should have lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, but he was doing that because you had super teams. Yeah, you did have super teams.
What was the super team back then?
The Spurs were a super team. They had 3 superstars. They were drafted. But I'm just saying, he had the ability to move.
Yeah, but nobody.
But the Celtics. I'm not saying the way they were constructed was the way he did it, but there were super teams. The Spurs had Duncan, Ginobili, Parker. You had 3 superstars. Yeah, but but I don't count Kawhi. I don't count Kawhi on that team, right? Because he wasn't the Kawhi we know right now.
He was the rookie of the year.
But I'm just saying he wasn't.
If they win that, he gets the Finals MVP.
Would you say Kawhi was one of the top 5 players in the NBA at the time?
No, but he showed that he could guard LeBron.
I'm just saying though, but he wasn't the Kawhi we know now.
But did he guard LeBron in that series and shut LeBron down?
But that's like saying Andre Iguodala did that.
No,
he did.
He is a stopper.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, back then, that was who Kawhi was. He was a defensive stopper.
On the court, I'm just saying.
MJ, I like MJ.
Better than Jordan.
MJ's tenacity I like over LeBron, but I feel like, and on the court, LeBron's basketball IQ, his passing ability, defense, I call it a wash because they both play defense. But I give a little bit of a nod to LeBron because LeBron can guard all 5 positions. Jordan couldn't do that.
Yeah, where's Magic?
And LeBron can play all 5. Like he can play all 5. So it's like so it's like that got to be worth something. But like I said, I don't really like the argument because you really can't. Like I feel like in a one-on-one game, LeBron would dog MJ. Like if they play one-on-one. If they was on the blacktop, all LeBron would have to do was just back him up into the boards every time.
Yeah, I can see.
Like he would dog him.
Well, that's what he do now.
I'm just saying. I feel like he would bully MJ.
But he couldn't stop MJ.
He couldn't, but MJ couldn't stop him either.
Yeah, so it'd be a war.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't really like the argument like that.
Yeah, but
because if you do it like based on a team aspect, I think LeBron makes the guys around him better than Jordan does. Like when you. Like, LeBron went to the finals with an ass Cavaliers team. That team was ass. Like, Jordan went to the Wizards. Like, LeBron is... How old LeBron? I'm 34. LeBron's 35. When Jordan was 35, he was ass. When he was with the Wizards.
Yeah.
LeBron ain't ass. He's the best player in the NBA at 35.
You gotta remember something. Jordan played how many years in college?
LeBron been playing since he was in 17.
No, he went through high school, college... and then came to the league. LeBron,
but they still playing basketball. So LeBron played at a higher level longer than Jordan.
Because that's what the rules.
But I'm just saying. So that means
when Jordan came out, it wasn't none of that.
But what I'm saying is, so Jordan should be better than LeBron at 35.
No, because his body's worn down.
How is his worn down?
Because he played above the rim.
But LeBron's playing against grown men.
LeBron wouldn't even go in the dunk contest because he said his knees are hurt, and he don't play above the rim.
Yeah. I don't think you could say because Jordan played at UNC.
Bernard King is the best basketball player that I've seen in my time.
Yo.
Jordan is better than LeBron.
They even.
Jordan is better than LeBron.
They even in my book. They are even in my book.
You know what I mean?
Where else? And then if you want to look at the total athlete, LeBron is head and shoulders above Michael Jordan. Their contribution to society.
Yeah, but see, you know what? I did say that, but I saw somewhere, and I think Nas spoke about this.
What, Michael Jordan going to Vegas and Tiger Woods?
No. They was talking about Nas not being on Hov and Diddy level money-wise, and he laughed it off and was like, yo, the reason why I don't get into that because I don't want everything published. So nobody know what I got, but what they could actually see. So nobody know if I'm close to them or not, and that's how I like it. Like Jordan, LeBron do everything, and it's all publicized.
That was like era we in too.
He said you wouldn't know. He was like he didn't know, so he got into investments and doing things that he saw. Jordan was doing a lot of things that people criticized him for, and he was like, but Jordan don't want it out there like that.
I just think that's something people say when they trying to seem.
No, a lot of people don't want that bread. A lot of people don't want you knowing they got that bread.
I hear you.
Son, if you let the person that hit for this 900-something million.
The Mega Million?
Son, let me tell you something. Listen, I know dudes that had rap deals. And if y'all see this, you know I'm keeping it real. From Mount Vernon, from the hood. That some dudes is like, yo. A dude personally told me, yo, Wise, if I go platinum, I'm moving out the hood in the middle of the night. He was like, it'll be the coast leaving Baltimore. Trucks will be out there. He was like, I fuck around, I might leave the furniture in the crib. I'm out. You can't, with all of that, man, you don't want all of that on you. Hov can't walk like Nas can.
No.
LeBron and Michael Jordan can't walk around here like that. They can't, I'm not saying Nas or them could go in Walmart or nothing like that, but with all of that comes a different kind of stature, man.
Yeah. Like you watched the Tiger Woods documentary?
Yeah.
That was crazy, right?
Yeah.
It was good.
No, it was good.
Because I legit don't know. Was he a part of making that, or did they just do that?
I don't know.
That was crazy.
It's a whole.
That was a lot. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it, but if you haven't watched it, it's on HBO. It's a 2-part documentary on Tiger Woods. It's good.
And what's the movie? We're gonna plug a movie before we check out 2 movies.
American Skin. Yeah, American Skin. Y'all gotta watch that. If you haven't watched that, we won't spoil that either. But American Skin, definitely a movie you gotta check out. And what's the other joint?
Anonymous Killers by A.R. Hilton from Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Watch that.
So yeah, check out American
Skin.
On
Amazon.
And Anonymous Killers. Both of them on Amazon. You can rent them off there. I think the other one's on American Skin's on iTunes too. So it just came out. But yeah, definitely check those out. You got anything else for you, Donald?
No, that's it.
All right. So appreciate y'all tuning in to the 8672 podcast. This is Chris.
Wise.
And we signing out. See y'all next week.